it never gets old. I sit here, I'm like, oh, but work's today. And I know, it's always like, come on, let's work. So, hi, you guys.
It's so wonderful to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to see you guys, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been too long since we've hugged, but I can't wait to hug soon. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
It was March when we last hugged.
I know, it's been way too long. So 1 second, my phone, I'm going to tell them just to send text messages to my assistant because my app is showing up. Let's see. Okay, text. Okay, so now I'm just send it on a piece of paper, all these questions that are coming in. So I'm so happy to see you guys. And I just wanted to, a lot of people already know you guys, but I was hoping that you guys would just do a quick intro. I've already, in the few minutes before, I'd already introduced you guys. You're obviously the founders and co-CEOs of Mindbodygreen, which I feel like everybody already knows what that is, but it's an incredible lifestyle brand that's basically dedicated to inspire us, to live our best life, health and wellness, all the things. But Colleen and Jason, could you just give a little bit of background on you and how and why you created Mindbodygreen so that people, then we'll go into the coaching program so people who don't yet know you, like any new fans, have some sense of your why for this and like what our mission is. And I'm so grateful to be a part of that mission.
Oh, thank you so much, Jenna. You're so sweet. So I'm Jason. I'm the founder and co-CEO. My wife, Colleen, co-founder and co-CEO. And yes, we're married. So Mindbodygreen started, it was 11 years ago. And so I had, like so many people in the wellness world, I had a personal health journey. And a long time ago, I played basketball in college and went to work on Wall Street. And like a lot of New Yorkers at the time, was deeply affected by 9/11. And after that event, just wanted to do other things. And so I left and I became an entrepreneur. And I was really looking for meaning, purpose, and significance, and began my journey, if you will. So I found myself in 2008, part of a startup, wasn't doing well. I flew a lot. I flew over 100,000 miles domestic. I'm 6'7", so me in a coach seat is not really. And stress combined with not a lot of sleep and an old basketball injury led to 2 extruded discs in my lower back, L4, L5S1. I had excruciating sciatica. I couldn't walk. Went to a doctor. He said, you need back surgery. I had nothing against surgery, but generally see it as a last resort. So I sought a second opinion, and that doctor said the same thing. He said, you need back surgery. And it was almost like an afterthought. He said, maybe some yoga could help. And so Colleen was my girlfriend at that time. We weren't married yet, was practicing yoga. And I said, you know what, I'll try some yoga. So I started some really light yoga, 5 to 10 minutes, morning, evening. Started to feel better. And I made a lot of changes in my life. I started to pay attention more to my diet. I was a guy back then whose idea of nutrition was steak at the Palm Steakhouse. I consumed so much in 1 year. My face is on the wall. The Palm in Midtown Manhattan next to Adam Sandler and Joe Namath. That's pretty. It's a lot of red meat. I'd have grass fed, etc. So made diet changes, eating more vegetables. Yoga became a big part of my life. Started to look at toxins and made all these changes. And over the course of 6 months, completely healed. So I went from couldn't walk to no back surgery. I'm fine, and to this day, I'm fine. So it was through that process. I said, "Holy cow! Everyone's got wellness wrong." Keep in mind, this was 11 years ago. Back then, wellness was viewed as like a spa thing, or it was about weight loss and 5-minute abs. And to me, it was this blend of mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, and environmental well-being, and all these things. Mindbodygreen, one word. And so that led to Mindbodygreen, the website, content, and then we launched events and classes and our coaching program. So in this journey, I became obsessed. We became obsessed with functional medicine, functional nutrition, and saw that Western medicine, to some degree, really didn't understand nutrition and a lot of what was out there, and like the concept of food as medicine, as we all believe. And so we set out to create the program that we wish we had in our old journey, which would save us from a lot of doctor's visits
and some of the questions we get asked all the time is, who do you guys go to for whether it's nutrition or doctors? And we basically took all those people who are like the master class and a lot of people and put them all in this incredible class where it's so have you or to Kelly Levesque or Mark Hyman, and we brought them all together in our master class of instructors.
Yeah, and you guys, and I've had so many different questions about this because, there's only so much that they can sneak peek into. And, I sent a message to Jason and Colleen over Thanksgiving because I just feel like they're true angels on this earth. And they basically found each other to elevate what they're already doing in this world. And that's what they've done with Mindbodygreen. Everything that they create is, it's elevating, it's helping to elevate us. And so this coaching program is incredible because it's really the people I respect the most in the health and wellness space. And they're teaching you how to live a better life through functional nutrition, but then also how to teach others to do it. So it's just amazing because as you learn, you're learning how you can teach your family and friends. But if you want to have a career in this and build a brand, whether or not it's in conjunction with what you're already doing, or you wanted to just stop what you're doing and do this is what the program is designed for. And it's just, I feel like this is a gift that you guys have put together for everyone because the information in it can't even be measured. Like the value that you guys have put together is incredible.
Well, we are so grateful for people like you for being part of this incredible faculty. And it is 2020. And so there are so many people who are taking these non-linear journeys in their life and who are maybe treating this as such a vital inflection point that I think people need this type of information now more than ever.
Yeah, no, they really do. And, I think we share the same philosophy. So, when you say nonlinear, I'm so glad that you said that because that's exactly what I've done with my brand. That's exactly what I've done. And I love that I had the opportunity to share that and to teach that through the module that I'm so honored to, have done for you guys. But, for you guys listening out there, it's just, there's so many ways you can combine all your passions and all your loves. And that's really what I did. I started off as a chef, was classically trained. And so I have all this food knowledge and just how to make something taste amazing. But then, it's classic French cuisine. I studied Le Cordon Bleu. So unhealthy, where you're doing a lot of meats and creams and dairies, but taking that education and then using my knowledge in nutrition and then really kind of putting my own spin on it. And along that journey, I realized how important spirituality was, like what Jason was saying, just like that mental part of it. And for me, that energetic part. And instead of listening to honestly, what my family was saying and even my mentors who were saying, you just have to be a niche, just pick one thing and just do that one thing. I just felt so passionate about what I was doing in these different verticals that I decided to combine it. And it's been the greatest reward, not just for myself, but for my clients. And so, for all of you listening, this is something that you can do. And I gave you really very basic steps into how you do it, and how to work your mindset around it. And with Jason and Colleen, I know you named off a few people, but can you share with everyone how the classes are broken down, what they're learning in the coaching program?
Well, first, your module is incredible, and I think the piece around manifestation, you called it spirituality, but it's such an important part of this. You can do all the work, but right here in the brain, you have to be thinking the right thoughts and manifesting the type of life that you want. And I really responded to so much of your module.
I'm so glad. Thank you. That makes me so happy.
But what people can expect is one, the fundamentals of functional nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
They can also expect, the next steps in that process, which is behavioral change. So you have all now, how do you help yourself make these changes? And then how do you set up accountability? How do you set up goal setting? How do you set up positive psychology to help and to help others make these really drastic changes in your life? And then the last and maybe the most important piece is, how do you take all these principles and then create and start a fulfilling, mission-driven, profitable business out of it? And I think special sauce of that trifecta, and really bring people in who have already walked the shoes. And the really cool thing is, the office hours where you get to pick the brain and ask them whether it's about, related to the health and nutrition portion, or just stuff about building your brand.
Mm-hmm. To me, there's so much to be said for having the best of the best in the world who have different points of view with regards to nutrition. And I think we need different points of view.
Absolutely.
There is no one size fits all approach to nutrition. And whether you subscribe to a more plant-based diet or paleo or whatever it might be, we cover that in here. And that's important because we're all unique and we literally tried to, we went after the best experts, the best doctors, nutritionists in the world, people you don't necessarily have access to, which is critical for where we are right now as a society in the world. Our goal is to empower people, whether you want to take care of yourself, whether you want to take your knowledge of nutrition to the next level, or you want to take care of your family, or you want to build a personal practice, change career, or just be up to date on all of this. You can become better at what you do as a wellness professional. We threw the whole, the kitchen sink and everything into this program. We're really proud of it.
And I really do think it's the future of health and well-being. Doctor's visits, the average doctor's visit in the US is only 8 minutes. There's a shortage of
it already ended. There was we've had two doctor's visits in the span of this live.
It's so true.
Here's your blood. Here's a pill. See you later. Bye-bye.
I know. It's so true. And for you guys listening, or watching, actually, listening and watching, you guys do both. There's quite a few of the guests that I've had on the lives that you guys love. Dr. Gundry, Dr. Joe Kahn, Dr. Will Cole. I mean, there's so many of the incredible guests that I've had here that you guys want back. These are the teachers in this program. I mean, these are the people that you're learning from. And so it's incredible. And I'm so glad. And that was one of my questions, just about how you guys felt what the future of wellness and health is. And this is the direction of it. And it's so funny that you said the thing about 8 minutes. It's so true, right? I mean, and half of those 8 minutes are just figuring out who you are from the chart, because they don't actually really know, right? Yes, we've had some questions, and those are some of my questions that came through. Also, what's the code for the promo? You can go to my link in my Instagram, and there's a button there. And I think someone also posted it in the comments. And, I'll post this back up. I'll do it in my stories, and I'll do a swipe up as well so that you guys can see that link. But you can also go to Mindbodygreen, right? It's on the links. Which is the best link for your guys?
The link is Mindbodygreen/Serena.
Mindbodygreen.com/Serena.
.com/me. So we'll have that as a swipe up, but it's also on my Instagram account. And just some people say, can we preview? I think someone asked if we can preview the course. Let me see. Yes.
On the landing page, once you get there, you'll see Serena's photo, and then there's going to be a ton more information. And there's also an amazing program associate who can guide anyone through a lot of the detailed and the nitty gritty and any questions. She's phenomenal. Her name's Kristen on our team, who can answer all questions.
Yeah, and that's the great thing is that there's any questions that you have can be answered. You can always DM them to me, or you can also DM it to Mindbodygreen as well. Or Jason and Colleen, they're great with DMs too. You can always ask questions there. But it's just such a great way to really give yourself options. And I'm glad that we highlighted that, the one part of my module is the mindset of a manifester, and just the very simple things that you can do that really literally enhance your life the minute that you do it. And this is part of building your brand, and it's part of coaching someone else to live their best life. It's part of coaching yourself to live your best life and to open up all the opportunities. And these are literally the things that I did for myself and for my brand to create what I've created. So I'm really excited for you guys to check it out. We did have a couple questions about your most recent specials. So what you guys had for, I think, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, someone said that didn't link to this, but I wasn't sure because I didn't write. So I had a couple questions that said they had bought the program, but it didn't have some of the modules, and I wasn't sure. So I thought I would just ask you guys that. It'd be
if there's any questions around the specifics, they can totally email Colleen@mindbodygreen.com, and I can route people to the right folks on our team to all specific questions are answered, and we'll get it done super fast and super easy. Colleen, 2 L's, 2 E's.
Okay, perfect. Good. Okay, that's perfect. So you guys, those questions, go ahead and send it to Colleen and she'll direct you to the right place. And then, I just wanted to ask you guys some of the questions and your thoughts on just like this past year and COVID. And, it's a question that it's reframed in so many different ways. Like, what's the silver lining? But with how it's affected everything that we're talking about, how it's affected, nutrition, wellness, everything, our perceptions of things. What do you think? Where do you see the opportunities? Because we as a society are so focused on the pain points of it, right? So I'd love to know it because you guys are leading in this industry.
Sure.
So I would say with COVID-19, the are high with regards to our health and well-being and building our immune resilience, which if you dissect wellness and how we define wellness, so much of it is about building a strong immune system. Everything we talk about in this program ladders up to building a strong immune system. We're interconnected. And, we're at this point in time where, it's clear, like, not everyone has our back. Whether it's the government, the pharmaceutical industry, we're living in an era now where pandemics, they're terrible. Whether there's going to be a vaccine, no matter how you feel about vaccines, it's not going to solve all of our problems.
Right.
So, what this program does, I think what we're excited about is, look, this is serious business now, and this program is an empowerment. And the world needs coaches more than ever who understand the fundamentals of functional nutrition. Mm-hmm. They can save your life. This is where like having a strong immune system is a matter of like life and death, whereas before maybe that wasn't the case. And so this program is ultimately about empowerment, empowering yourself, families, and empowering and building a business and pivoting. I think so many people go back to like the why, like, why am I doing what I'm doing? I want to do something that has meaning, purpose, and significance. Yeah. We're offering that. This is a vehicle to not only help yourselves, help your family, but potentially change careers and learn how to build a business from the best of the business, like yourself, people like JJ Virgin. So many great things. But it's an opportunity for empowerment.
Yeah, and if there are any silver linings in 2020, it is this focus on health and well-being with such greater stakes, and it's going to have so much more of an impact. We are, so long on the future of health and well-being, and that, people are going to start realizing the importance of it and transforming their own lives. And, that would be one of the silver linings of this year.
Yeah. And, and just to echo what you're both saying, and I'd like to actually just share, when we talk about how this course is about empowerment, I think that's really one of the foundational themes of the program. I said course, but really the whole program. Just to share with you guys, 2020 and all of COVID, this you might be surprised, but this has actually been one of my busiest years ever. And all of the knowledge that I have, this is the same type of knowledge you'll receive in this program. This is what's made it such a successful year for me, because everyone needs to know about immunity. Everyone wants to know and understand more about nutrition. And the most important thing that you can do is to empower yourself. Because whether or not you're locked down or not locked down, or there's different mandates, whatever it is, what you have is yourself and what's at your fingertips and the resourcefulness and the toolbox that you have. And that's essentially what this program does. It's taking everyone's best tools, everyone's best assets and putting it all together into one place. And this is everything that you're learning, this is what's been in my toolkit, and it's what's allowed me to have such an amazing year. And I'm so grateful for it. It was totally unexpected. It wasn't with everything shut down and all the uncertainties and everything going on, I wouldn't have expected, to have the year that we've had and all the blessings and abundance that's come from it. But that's really from empowering ourselves and using the resources, the knowledge we have. And that's what you guys are getting through this coaching program. And in addition to that type of just hard functional nutrition knowledge, I tell you what you can do with it. I share with you what I've done with it and how it's made, my year especially in terms of like business, but beyond that, beyond business, just with your own self, your own emotions and your own mental, spiritual, and physical health. Like this is how you strengthen your body in all those different ways. And so that's what I teach in my module that you guys will learn. And so I just wanted to share that because that word empowerment is so important, I feel. And that's really the foundation, I think, of the program. Some people had made comments about some of the different teachers that are in it and their different philosophies. I actually think that having different doctors with different philosophies and different theories is the best thing that you could possibly have, because you want to learn from everywhere and you want to learn from everyone so that you can come up with what your belief system is, what serves you, which is what will serve your clients. And having this as, whether or not it's just something that you're passionate about and you do for yourself, or you decide to do what Jason said and use as a pivot, it's all there for you. And I think that is it's just such a gift. And so again, thank you guys so much for creating this gift for all of us. And there's all kinds of comments. I can't keep up right now. Kitty Cash, I think this is something that you would love because you ask amazing questions, and when you're asking about the biohackers and what they think about mass and gut health, you're going to get all of that information in this course because you've got all kinds of people talking about it. And then you can kind of come up with it yourself, because your knowledge, your collective knowledge is going to be the best thing for you than just listening to one single person. At least that's what I think. Oh, hi, Kelly. Yeah.
Fair. The majority now is happening outside the doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
The CEO of your own healthcare orchestra. And that's what I think this really diverse, smart faculty is letting you do, and is empowering you to do for yourself, your family, your community, and your clients.
And I think being open and understanding all the different points of view out there ultimately helps you develop your own point of view.
Absolutely.
Powerful. We just think it's so critical, especially when it comes to your health or the health of a loved one or the health of a client. You have to understand all the different points of view out there, and also be open to change. Because one thing we learn about health is there's no one size fits all approach, and the science is constantly evolving, and that's the beauty of the program. We continue to add instructors.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing thing too, you guys. Like they just keep adding on more. You continue to add value and continue to add more instructors. I mean, when the program first started, how many classes or courses, modules? I'm not using that word, but
half of what we have today. Yeah. So we just continue to add, and we will continue to do so. If there's a new voice out there that has an opinion that we think is interesting and provides value to our to the program, we're going to add that person.
Yeah.
So we think it's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Kitty Cash, I love what you just said. It's like university and learning all there is to learn. It's so true. I mean, it really is, and continues to grow. And that actually leads to a question that came in through the direct messages earlier. And it was about whether or not they have access to future modules if they buy the program now.
It's not like university that way. Access still,
still lifetime access.
Still have lifetime access.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys imagine, like, you have lifetime access and it just keeps growing. So Stanford's offering some kind of nutrition program. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, lifetime access.
The lack of nutrition there.
I think having lifetime access to all the people who graduate from everywhere, Stanford, Berkeley, sorry, we're rivals. I have to say that. Is even better because you have such a broad spectrum of knowledge and background. And one of the things that I learned when I got out of culinary school, actually, and I was working as a junior chef, was I actually learned so much more because now I'm learning not from the book and not from the curriculum, although that's super helpful as a base, but I'm learning from all these other teachers that are in the kitchen, who have real life experience. And so you're kind of actually getting that. And that's, you're getting their foundational knowledge, but you're also getting their experiences that are built into their courses in the program. And so it's really amazing that way. We do have a couple other questions. And then, actually, is there anything that you guys want to add before I jump into more questions?
You did a great job, Serena, first of all. Mindbodygreen.com/Serena, so that everyone can score their discounts, which are super important. But really just thank you, Serena, for being part of this amazing faculty and for doing everything you do to help enrich the lives of so many people.
I'm so grateful. You're so welcome. But honestly, it's an honor. I'm so grateful to be part of this community, part of this family. I'm so grateful to everyone that has joined us today because I know that people are so excited that I was having you guys on again. I mean, normally I tell people a few days in advance, but we've just had a lot going on. So, just in like the 12 hours that we got a chance to share that you guys are coming back on, people are so excited and they wanted to learn. So I'm so grateful. I've loved everything that you guys have done, and it really is. It's such an honor, and it's a blessing for me to be able to have another way to share. So you guys, it's $200 off. If you go to that link, it'll also be on my Instagram account. My link, I'll do a swipe up. But just go check it out. And for those of you that are new to the Mindbodygreen family, you need to just go and do like a deep dive and just check out everything that they do. I know that someone earlier had said, your emails are the ones that I look forward to the most. So I love that. And it's so funny because I have a folder in my email account that has like 4 stars and it says must read. So, when you're trying to clear out your inbox. And so I would say that my must reads are at least 50% Mindbodygreen emails, where I like must read and then I read and I save it there. So, I mean, that's what you're getting. And that's it. And just imagine that and so much more. And having the ability to teach others what you know and just being really prepared because the future of wellness is what we're teaching, and the future of wellness is already now. It's already here, and we've been shown that throughout this year. And actually, you guys, I would love to know what you think. The trends, and that's different than the future of wellness, but specifically, what do you guys think the trends will be next year?
Well, you're going to have to stay tuned for that because nailing our wellness trends in 2 weeks.
Yeah, December 8th.
December 8th. So we're gonna have to come back to that one.
Oh, okay. So you guys, that means if you don't already follow Mindbodygreen, you should, so that you can get that and you'll get their email list where they'll share their wellness trends. And then obviously you follow me, but in case you don't, because you came in from Mindbodygreen's account, I will obviously be resharing all of that because I do on a regular basis, all that amazing information. And, that's kind of it. I love that you guys came on. I'm just so grateful for you guys coming on and staying on all the time and being so active and engaged. I've been following along for a while, but excited to dive in more and get emails. Yay! I love that. And dive into this program, you guys. It's just so amazing. It's more than what we've even described here. It really is. I mean, there's so many amazing people that I couldn't dive into, each person just on this. But like I said, a lot of them have already been on lives with me. So you already have a taste of the incredible knowledge that some of these people have. And these are your teachers. So I can't imagine like a better wellness university or just like university of life that kind of keeps going. So amazing that this is also lifetime access. So that's so generous and so amazing. So thank you guys both so much. I appreciate you both so much. And I can't wait to hug soon in 2021. We will definitely hug. And please give kisses to the babies for me.
It's been too long, but we love that we have your candles and your face spray in our house. We have a little bit of you in our home.
Yay! Oh, I love that. That makes me so happy. I love. Well, enjoy. Anything special for the holidays? I mean, I know that people aren't traveling, but people get creative.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're just hanging with the fur babies. I'm just I'm so happy that they're feeling better. And thank you guys. Thank you for all the waves. Thank you for staying on. And you guys, this will all be, replay will be made available, obviously, once we get it all cleaned up, and it will be up we'll put it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Live, all the things. And we have the links in the most recent post that we just did. We'll have it up everywhere. Just stay tuned on stories, and I will post the swipe up on stories as well after this. So thank you guys so much.
So much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.